emancipation of Tay. And sure enough, everyone kept asking, can they come with me? Can they come with me? I want to go.
First of all, I'm really enjoying the content. I love the way you laid it out. It's so simple and easy to understand, step by step. I could tell that you're like an A type personality because you literally like step by step by step by step. So I don't ever get lost. Well, so far I've never gotten lost. And you know, and I need that. I need somebody to literally show me one step at a time how to do stuff, where to find stuff, where to go. And you're so great at answering questions. Your response time is like amazing. I mean, I'm even surprised. I'm like, is she really responding to me at 5 a.m? Like, she's
I like that I'm able to be professional. Even though it's just me at home at my little desk, you would think that I have like a whole grand business going because I booked, like I told you, a little, the wedding thing, and I did a landing page, and she's like, wow, this is amazing. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, I learned that in like a week or two. So it's just great to know that I can, you know, be a professional without having to put out all those $1 million ads and commercials, you know, because it's being advertised already. Travel on the news, you know, all I'm trying to do is letting you know how I can help you. So it's just a good feeling to know that, number one, I'm growing in the travel business, but then number two, I can add other services that I don't have to only depend on my group, but the other services that we learn about that we can do in the inner circle. So I think I'm excited because I want to be a serial entrepreneur. So I think I'm heading in the right direction. So I'm excited.
That I have received in this program, I never felt I was alone. You know, I could go in the group and post a question, or, you know, somebody will send me a message, just give me that little encouragement. And, you know, I think that really is like the top of the line for me in this process, was just the support that we all gave each other. You know, it wasn't a competition thing. It's just that support. We're all in different niches. And anyways, I just want to say thank you to everybody who, you know, stuck it out with me, and, you know, and just the love and the encouragement that we shared in this group. I mean, to me, that really topped it.
Well, before I met you, I pretty much was at the point of giving up. I didn't have I was signed up under the industry and with no guidance. And so I was getting to the point where I was just getting discouraged and was like, well, this is just not for me. I found you, I joined your free group. I enjoyed all the information and knowledge that you gave us. And you was very personal, and I felt comfortable, like I knew you before actually having one-on-one with you. And just the information you was giving me, or with the group pretty much, it made me feel like, okay, I could keep going.
Howdy, happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing today? Let me know in the comments where you are watching from and what you are drinking this fine, hot Wednesday. I was going to say Tuesday, but today is Wednesday. Let me know what you guys are drinking and where you're watching from. So hello YouTube and hello Facebook. I'm not going to lie, it's been a rough week for me. Has it been rough for you? How's it going? Are you guys hanging in there with all this heat? There's been a little bit of madness over here on my side. Let me know in the comments where you are watching from and what you are drinking. I am drinking. I'm getting in touch with my stronger drink side. I am drinking Alizé. That is like my new favorite drink. So water. I'm drinking water and Alizé actually. So I'm drinking in my handy dandy Travel is my passion. Can you see it? Travel is my passion cup. And I'm old school. I drink liquor out of a silo cup. My husband makes so much fun of me about that. He's like, I can't drink liquor out of a silo cup. I've got to actually drink it out of a glass. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna spill it. So I gotta drink out of a cup. So if it falls, it doesn't break anything. And that's my story. All right, so we got a lot of water drinkers out there. Glad to have you. I'm drinking both. But it's been a rough like last couple of days. So yeah, rough week. Yes, Donna. Yes. I don't know what's going on in your world, but hopefully everything is going okay. Um, it's too hot really to be drinking anything else except for water because I was outside. I usually try to avoid being outside in this heat, but I was outside at a doctor's appointment and it just took like all morning. And I have yoga pants on, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Like you shouldn't be outside when it feels like that. And my appointment was like at 8 o'clock, so I was out the house before 8. I was out the house like at 7:30, and it was warm then. By the time I got home at almost 12, it was like ridiculously hot. And I'm not usually outside. I stay indoors at like 90% of the time. So I'm a little worn out. I'm a little tired. Get a really bad headache. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to cancel. I'm going to muster through because this is a hot topic and I'm excited to deliver it. So this is like training day number 2. I actually had another training. We did a very great training last night. How many of you guys joined me last night for Booking Essentials training? I thought that training was really good. I was super excited about the students that are joining us in our upcoming Booking for Profits program. Very excited about that. How many of you guys got the opportunity to join me yesterday inside of that special webinar that we did last night? Yes, how'd you like it? Are you excited about Booking for Profits? Because this topic that we're doing today is sort of an extension of that. Good evening, Leslie. Nice to see you. Actually, nice to see all of you. Lachey, Rhonda, Donna, Tanya. Nice to see you guys all. I usually guys don't call you out by name, but I need to do that more often because I'm super excited that you guys are here and you joined me for training. So last night, I'll just give you a really quick recap of what we did last night. So I do a special training usually about once a month, once every 6 weeks. I hadn't done one in a really long time. And so it was great. It was sort of a new training that I've done. I've been talking to some agents and realized that, even many of you guys are new agents. Many of you guys are out there and you're booking now and you're booking quite a bit. So how do we maximize your profits was the point of that topic. So the replay is available for that. I'll be posting that in the group. If you're interested in that, that was a really great topic. We've got a new program. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But one of the classes that I offered inside of that program is a class that's around the topics that we're talking about tonight, which are 5 ways that you can make money in your travel business. How many of you guys out there, type a 1 if this is you, or type a 0 if this is not you? How many of you guys have multiple ways to make income in your travel business? Now, if you're recruiting, I'm not really talking about that part of the business. I'm really just talking about inside of your travel agency business specifically. Do you have multiple ways that you can make money with the flow of booking appointments to get requirements for designing trips? You book appointments, you book travel for clients. Do you have processes inside of your business that generate additional revenue streams associated with that? Type a 1 if you do, type a 0 if you don't. And so I'm not talking again about recruiting income and that side of the business for those who are working the recruiting and building a team. I'm not really talking about that. I'm really talking about the booking proper of your business. Are there multiple streams in that side of your business? We've got a couple of zeros, all right? So, the great thing is that I learned this many, many years ago when I started with my own business. And what I learned is that it is so much cheaper for you as a business owner to keep a client. So it's very expensive to get a new client, right? Marketing dollars, just the whining and dining that we do, so to speak, to get somebody to know us and then actually proceed with us. It's costly to do that. It costs us money to do that, in marketing dollars and time and effort, all of the things, the amount of time and the amount of no's that you get from clients. It takes money to get new clients, right? But it doesn't take you any money to already resell or upsell to your existing clients. Does that make sense? Like, once they're your client, if you do a good job of keeping them, right? Provide the service that you promised above and beyond, if that's what you do, right? But to sell them more is cheaper for you as a business owner to do that. So if you already have a client base, you've already got somebody who's booked with you or is going to go on a trip, you should have other ways to also either add to that ticket price or sell them something that's complementary or related or in the field. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Are you guys excited about that? Because I love ways to sell more without doing more work. Does that make sense? Like, because that's what we're going to talk about, is how can we sell more of whatever, more travel, more other things related in our business that will create additional revenue for our business without having to do more to get it, right? I have to spend more. I have to spend a lot more time. I can build it once, so to speak, and boom, that's it. It's creating revenue for me, okay? So now, I'm not going to argue with anyone about, is this passive, right? Do I have to actually do something? Or is it money that just magically appears, right? We're not going to have that discussion. We're just going to really talk about some things that you can build once and then make it a part of your business process that makes it available, or you suggest it to your clients as you're doing bookings, quotes, or what have you. Okay, makes sense? Ready? You guys ready? Like, I'm excited. I'm not going to go unless you guys let me know if you guys are ready to have this kind of conversation. Do you feel like you're there as a business owner to be thinking about other streams of income? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys feel like you're there? Are you too focused on just trying to get the first revenue stream down? You're just trying to book clients and that's what your thing is, and you don't have the bandwidth, time, or the desire at this point to try and get more streams of income. Let me know. Are you guys ready? If you are ready, type ready. If you're not, tell me, no, I'm not ready. Like, I really got to get the first part down. Let me know kind of what's here. Because we've got some things for you if you're not ready, right? If you really are just trying to get the foundations of your business, in order so that you can effectively book and you can consistently book. We'll talk about that later. But if you are ready to make additional income, like icing to your cake, so to speak, in your travel business, let me know that you're ready. Ready? All right. So we got some people trying to focus on the first revenue stream, and that's okay. That's okay. I want you to be honest with yourself. So you can take some notes today, and then you can reserve those in the back pocket, because what I will tell you about having a business, no matter what kind of business that you have, is that there's always something that you can be doing to improve your processes, improve your sales, improve your marketing, create additional streams. So even if you're not ready now, keep these notes that you take on your sort of, I call them my spark file, which is things that when I get bandwidth, or I'm looking for something to do, which is rarely, but when I am, I refer to that spark file. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to work on this now, right? This is another project that I can now pick up because I've got the bandwidth to do this. All right. So for those that are not ready, still take some good notes, because I believe that at some point you will be ready. And for those that are ready, let's get to it. So what I want to just remind you again, because I do a boot camp every so often, and inside that boot camp, one of the things that we talk about are the different types of services and products that you can have in your business. So I'm going to do just a little bit of teaching and just remind you kind of that. So, for your travel business, you should have services that you offer in every stage of the journey that your client is on, right? So pre-booking is a stage, right? They haven't booked with you yet, and there are services that you should have for that. You should have services associated with booking, managing the record before they go out of town, right? You've got on-trip services that you can create, have available, and then ongoing services, right? So those are the different types of service categories. And then when it comes to products, we've got our sort of common products that you can sell, right? Which are travel packages, trip packages. Those are common. Those are common things that we do. But a lot of people don't know about or have uncommon products. So that's what I'm going to remind you guys of today, is sort of what kind of ideas can you be doing when it comes to the service? Because I talk a lot about pre-booking services, right? And then it's sort of management services, right? So cancellation fees, change of record fees, right? Those are sort of common types of services. But I've got 3 services on my list that are uncommon that relate to what you can do for your client. Are you guys ready? All right. So the first service that you can provide, and this is for my artistic people who are artsy or are good at procuring other artsy people. So like you are okay with getting on Fiverr and getting a graphic artist to work on a logo or a flyer or that kind of thing. So if you're an artsy kind of person, or you're good at being able to procure those kind of resources, here is a service that you can start adding to your list of services when you do your presentation to your clients. I don't know if you guys are doing presentations, but that's part of the process that I teach my clients to do. So during your proposal presentation, one of the services that you can provide is what I refer to as a graphic package, right? Everybody wants to post cool shit on social media, right? They want to create stories. They want to create reels. They want to create posts about what they're about to do or what they have done, right? And so a graphic package would be you providing a customized announcement about their trip, right? Or you could take their photos after they've gone on the trip and create a collage type of graphic package that they can use to post about their trip, right? It's a little bit of uncommon thing, but it's something that people like. People love graphical pictures. And yes, so people snap pictures, but to be able to take those pictures and create video, create post images, story images, t-shirts, so it could be digital graphics, it could be physical graphics, but you create that graphic package, creating lookbooks for people, right? Those are services that you can create. It is very inexpensive if you are okay with procuring resources to go to Fiverr and talk to, and I say Fiverr because that's pretty common. Do you guys raise your hand? Like, let me know in comments. Like, do you guys know what Fiverr is? Type of 1 if you know what Fiverr is. Type of 0 if you're like, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Right? Fiverr is a resource. It's sort of a marketplace that you can get resources from. You can get graphic artists. You can get copywriters. You can get. I usually use them for graphic artists. Before I had an in-house graphic artist, I would go to Fiverr to get logos made, images made, that kind of stuff. So Fiverr is a great resource. Another resource is Upworks, right? So if you're okay with kind of doing that kind of stuff, my background is in IT, so I'm okay with procuring resources. But graphic packages, people love that kind of stuff, right? You creating a special graphic for them to do on a t-shirt, You actually creating the t-shirt with the special graphic that is for them. That's another package that you can sell. You can say, listen, you send me your pictures and I'll create a lookbook and I'll send you the lookbook, right? It's easy to print out those lookbooks, right? Creating that, doing that work, because it does take a little bit of work to actually, put the books together, put some great sayings on that, but that's a service that you can do, right? I was actually in a group, and she was like, I'm tired of doing, doing post images and putting together these sort of flyers for people. Well, package it up as a graphic and sell it, right? So ask your clients when you get ready to do this. I offer this service and it's $50, $75. I'll take all your photos and I'll create a lookbook that I will get printed out for you. And the price to get it printed out is X, right? You being able to set that out, drag and drop, that'll take you 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes of your time. And that you can actually create that deliverable for somebody to have as a memory book for their own stuff. People are busy, right? They're busy. That's a very inexpensive activity for you to do or have someone else do and you profit from. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about that? Graphics package. And so what I put in my comments was graphics package. This could be for digital graphics or actual physical graphics and the actual doing workbooks. Now, when you think back, right? Like, I don't know how old you guys are, right? I'm 49, but I used to like take pictures, and I used to have a Kodak. Like I used to buy those disposable Kodaks, and then I would send everything to the printer, and I would print everything I could find. And we sort of take for granted pictures now because everything's on our phone. So now getting pictures printed is sort of a yesteryear. But I look around my house now and I have no recent pictures of the family because I haven't had them printed. Because now I got to think to myself, shit, I got to sit down, I got to pick out the pictures, I got to load them up to whatever site, I got to go and pick them up, and I got to do all that, right? There are companies now, you just load the pictures up and they'll ship directly to your, to whoever you want them to ship to, right? So you could create that service again, package that up and sell it, right? And that can be a part, and you sell it to your clients. You don't have to go find clients. Every one of your clients have taken pictures. Every one of your clients are probably not printing pictures because they just don't have the time, right? So there's an opportunity for you there. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in comments. What do you guys think of that idea? So somebody type graphics package. That's a service you can provide, add it on as an add-on service for your proposals. Let people know what it is. Tell them what you would do, and then sell that as an upsell. Like, are you interested in that? And people will be like, yeah. And just like I just talked about the benefits, it would be the same thing, right? I know you probably don't have the time to print out your favorite pictures. We can print out 10 of your favorite pictures, right? I'll get them sent directly to your house right after you send them. All you got to do is upload them. Send them to me. Here's a Google Drive link. Send them to me. I'll take care of the rest, right? Not only that, I'll create you a nice, great lookbook, and that's what it looks like. That's an idea for you to do. All right. So that's number one, creating some sort of digital graphics or actual physical graphic outlook. There are companies that will actually, I haven't looked into this. I didn't look into this as a part of the research here, but I know like even Walgreens, because I remember I was in Walgreens, it was last year or the year before, and they actually do print out lookbooks. So I know because I used to do print outs through Walgreens. So I'm sure all of those giants still have some sort of digital. You just go online, you put your pictures in, and you can create a lookbook really quick. You can make it themed, right? So you can actually set up some themes, like if you sell Cancun, Jamaica, Punta Cana, whatever you sell, right? Create those kind of books and then just start dropping pictures in them, and then you just ship them out. They pay the shipping and they do all of that, but the service, you've included that, right? So graphics package is number one. All right, number two service, and this is sort of up along the idea of services and graphics, is I was thinking when I wrote my list of a memorable T-shirt, right? So I saw this meme the other day that somebody like typed, and so this is not me, but I saw this in on Facebook. I think it was yesterday, and it was like somebody typed the question: do Caucasian people have family reunions? And the response was, yeah, we just don't have a t-shirt about it. I just like bust out laughing because I thought that was so funny, right? So like, our community is really great on creating t-shirts with the family reunion, a picture of the family or whatever, right? So that came to mind is like you could have, and this is not something you have to do. Again, this is something that you can outsource for pretty inexpensive. Like to get a design done on Fiverr, like a good design, Fiverr stands for five, but literally to get a good design, if you've got a designer that you're working with, you could spend about $25 on getting a graphic design, right? And if you're doing it for a t-shirt, that would be a little bit different than doing it for a digital thing because you want it to be big enough and all of that to space out. But you could create a memorable t-shirt. Like you could have maybe like a graphic that represents kind of maybe destinations that are your favorite, and then you could just add their name, and you do that in Canva, and then you can slap that on a t-shirt, right? And you could be like, I create you a custom t-shirt for your group, right? So even if it's a fit, you could do a memorable t-shirt. So this is really along the lines of retail, is that you can create customized retail for your clients. Now, again, that would be some forethought. You would set it up once. Like if I knew that I'm going to sell Cancun all the time, right? Like we're doing a fam to Dubai. I know that Dubai is going to be I'm going to sell Dubai, right? Like I know that Dubai is going to be a part of my standard itinerary going forward. I may do a Dubai graphic, right? And then I do customized family names on it. So that would be something. Now, what I could also tell you is from a revenue stream, if you know that you give out gifts, maybe this is the standard gift that you give out and you already, as a part of your quote, include the cost and some markup associated with the fact that this gift is a part, right? So you could sort of have an embedded line item in your quote that's a revenue stream associated with gift giving. Does that make sense? So if you know that you're always going to give out t-shirts or you're going to always give out this fill in the blank gift, right? That's a line item that you include in your quotes, and that's additional revenue stream right there, right? So I specifically put here like a memorable t-shirt or some sort of memorabilia associated with the destinations that you give, right? You can add it on as an additional and ask your clients, or you can embed it in to your quotes. All right. So somebody put retail, special retail, destination retail, or something like that. That's idea number 2 in terms of that. Now, I give out gifts all of the time when I do my quotes. My quotes include that cost and the revenue that I want to make. So I don't ask permission, I just do it. And so as a part of my service or my, working with our company, you're going to get this gift. And I've already built the cost of that inside of that, right? So yet again, I love doing that because what we also do is this third item I'm going to talk about is there's a link to our site that you can then go if you want to get other additional non-related memorabilia or, swag associated with that, right? So retail, having special retail that you create by destination for the family, customized retail, that's another idea. All right. Number 3 service is, this service is really during, so while they're on travel. You can create a service in your business that really is what I refer to, I put down here, standard, here's your standard service, this is what is included, and then this is your upgraded service, your upgraded concierge services. So they're, for an additional $150 or whatever that price point is that you want to charge, here's what upgraded concierge service while you're on travel looks like. You define that what that service looks like, what you include in that, what they're getting for that, and that's an opportunity for them to upgrade as well. So somebody type there, what you've got is some on-trip services. Standard comes with the package. Upgrade, here's the opportunity to upgrade, right? So here's what we've booked for you in terms of activities, but if you'd like to change those activities while you're out, or if you'd like to add from this list while you're there, I can do that for you. And this is what, and we're on call and available for you to do that, right? So that would be on travel services that you would do during the trip, and you can ask your clients if they'd be interested in that. And then you would know that while they're on trip, you're going to be available, or someone from your team is going to be available to be able to book those services. Or you could send out reminders while they're out on trip, text, or however you want to do that from a communication perspective to let them know how they would take advantage of that particular service. So this is on trip services. Have standard and upgraded, have the opportunity during that conversation to talk to them about some additional services that they can purchase from your company. All right, so those are services. Any questions on those? So the third type of service that I did is on trip services, have standard, give the opportunity from a revenue stream to offer upgraded services and talk about that. This is no different than what the suppliers are doing, right? You got a category 1, right? You've already booked them at whatever category, right? Super deluxe or junior suite or suite or whatever, right? You're just providing categories of the service levels that they're going to get. Doesn't mean that they're going to get subpar if they don't upgrade, but they're going to get something extra. Think about what could they get extra that you're willing to do or be available to do. And some percentage of the people that you work with will upgrade. Don't assume or make it an assumption that everything is available to them because you're their travel agent. Be super clear about what the boundaries of your services are, define them, and those that you want to give additional, charge accordingly, right? So the additional revenue stream there is creating a service model that is tiered, right? So have a standard, have an upgrade, and offer the upgrade when you do the proposal review. All right. Number 4. So now this is sort of retail related. So this would be product. This would be in the category of product. And how many of you guys out there are using Amazon? Let me know in the comments. Are you using Amazon? How many of you guys are addicted to Amazon? I'm going to raise my hand because I would say that would be me. I am beautifully addicted to Amazon. And as such, right, Amazon has this great feature for you to create an Amazon store, so to speak. And effectively, you put in all of your great recommendations in there and you let people shop and they give you a commission for that. So you can create yourself an Amazon store. And inside of that Amazon store, Amazon addict, raise your hand. So not very many of you guys acknowledge that you're an Amazon addict, right? Right. So there are Amazon stores that you can create as having a business account with Amazon. I don't even think you need a business account. You may need a business account with Amazon, but look into creating an Amazon store and it's your recommendation. So if they're specific, so this really circumvents you having to create a Shopify store or that type of thing. What you really do is you're using Amazon's platform to put recommended products that you have. So for example, like one of the things that when we went on the spam trip in Cancun, Nicole, she recommended to the group, she's like, you guys need to have chargers. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where my charger is, like portable chargers. Right. So that's a common thing. Like you think everybody knows that, but not everybody may have one. I had to go out and buy one because I couldn't find the one that I had. Right. So dropping a portable charger in your Amazon store, right? Those little silly fans that people need to have. It's 1,000,000 degrees outside, right? Straws. Maybe you don't give out straws as a gift. They're going on cruises and you sell a lot of cruises. So having those steel straws. So have a recommended things that people can buy. Have it in your Amazon store, set it up because you've done this store and you've taken the time to create and drop things in. Amazon will pay you commission on that. Now, it's not a lot of commission, but it adds up if you continually use it. So how do you implement the usage of this Amazon store? It's a part of your follow-up process. I would have as a part of my communication to my clients. So again, you're not selling to try to find new people to find your Amazon store. It's all of your clients that you already have. You are pointing them to your Amazon store. So as a part of the before you leave email series or reminders that you do, right? I would probably do this about 4 to maybe 6 weeks before the trip. And I would be like, here are some recommendations that I would have for you to have when you pack. You're going here. These are the top 5 things that I would recommend. And then I would point them to that Amazon store. I do that probably at the 6-week mark, and I'd probably do it again at the 2-week mark to remind them to go to my store. And here's the thing. 99% of the population of the world shops on Amazon, right? So it's not going to be like it's going to be something out of pocket for them. They're already shopping on Amazon. Why not shop the things that you recommended for them based on what you know about the destination and what you know about travel and things that they should take, right? I mean, common things like earphones, earplugs, neck braces, right? I mean, have you ever, like, I bought a neck pillow at the airport. It was like $70. It was ridiculous. No, that thing was like $100. And it's the most uncomfortable neck pillow I've ever owned, right? A neck pillow. Just little things that people need to have that they forget about, and they end up spending a whole lot of money inside of, at the airport or last minute because they're forgetting, right? Just even simple like travel kits, right? Putting that together. So really think about the travel experience, what your clients need to have. Don't assume that they already have it, because if they don't, your store and the recommendation that you have is profiting your dollars. It costs you nothing to put together this store except for a little bit of your time to put things into the store. And then it just costs you a little bit of time to add an email reminder about the things that they should remember to pack and go to your website for ease of getting those things, right? So Amazon store is number 4. And then the number 5 item that I have is go all out. Build yourself a Shopify store. So instead of just doing an Amazon store, actually build a store. So we actually tested out our store. We launched our store last year. And the idea is because I've always loved, like, I don't know. I just love t-shirts. I love t-shirts. I would live in a t-shirt every day. I would never get into a dress shirt if I had to. But t-shirts, I love t-shirts. I love coffee mugs. I love tote bags. I love pens. I love all those sort of, novelty items. And I was like, I am going to build an OTB store. And we did it. And it was fairly quick process to do that. The great thing about stores, if you do, so there is some upfront costs with building, say, a Shopify store. I said Shopify, you could do big e-commerce, any one of those, but effectively what you're doing is you could have branded items that represent your store. You can do it by destination, you can do it by theme, and you can sell those items inside to your clients as well. And so again, that's got a little bit of overhead, but you don't have to buy product, because what you would be doing in that Shopify store is actually using drop shippers that actually have the t-shirt. So it's not going to require you to have 1,000 t-shirts sitting in your living room hoping somebody's going to buy it. It can be delivered on demand. And there's all sorts of stuff that you can get on demand with a online store like Shopify or any of these other big providers. So go all out. If this is something that you're passionate about, I'm passionate about it. We don't do near enough with our store like we should, but I love the idea of having branded material around our OTB brand. Same thing for your business. And as I was just talking to one of our clients today, and I'm a big proponent of theme marketing. So creating things around your promotions. So let's say you're selling Dubai again. Well, what is that really attached to? What's the theme? Is that going to be sort of a recurring promotion that you're going to do? Or are you going to be promoting Dubai every winter, and that's what you're going to do? So if you're going to be doing that kinds of promotion, which I recommend that you do, then branding it and creating some buzz around that is a natural thing. And then creating paraphernalia around it, right? T-shirts, retail products, mugs, all that kind of stuff is great, because people, they like it. They just do. Like, people love mugs. People love T-shirts, right? They love notebooks. They love pens. They love all that. I don't know about pens, but everybody loves a good notebook. Who out there doesn't love a good notebook? I love notebooks. Like, I literally was trying to clean my desk up earlier, and I had like 4 notebooks just right here on my desk. So I love notebooks. All right, so that's number 5. And then the last one that I have is, I have a bonus for y'all, because I wrote this I wrote this earlier in the week when I did this list, and then I was talking to my client too, and I reminded her of the same thing is, we are in an information world. And as an information world, people are getting information all the time. They get, all you have to do, information is not at a deficit in this world. Like you can get access to info all the time. The problem is it's too much. It literally is just too much. It's just people are overloaded with information. There's stuff coming at people all the time, right? People are looking on their phones. They're scrolling. They're texting. There's so much information. So, when you think about creating digital information in the form of digital education, you think, oh, well, everybody can just find it. I don't need to create it because the information is already out there. The problem now that people are facing with information is it's unorganized, it's too much, and they can't act on it because it's all over the place. It's just too many choices. But if you can provide a way for your particular area of expertise to provide it in a package that people can consume and act on, it makes it even more valuable. So it's not that necessarily you're coming up with something that's new. You're coming up with it in a way that they can digest quickly and act on it. That is power. So this bonus revenue stream is to create what I refer to as my standard itineraries and my upgraded itineraries for do-it-yourselfers, right? So you think as a travel professional, I don't want people to do it themselves. I want them to use you. Well, you build a standard itinerary and then an upgraded itinerary, and you make those itineraries available for $16.99, $19.99, $27.99, whatever that price point is. And you give people the ability to have something that's already put together that they can consume and go do it themselves. That's a revenue stream for you every day, all day of the week. Let me tell you that, because it's hard for do-it-themselves or do-it-yourselfers. Like, I don't even know how to say that right. Do-it-yourselfers to put it together. And there are going to be people that are going to put it together. So why not help them along and make money along the way, right? It takes you one time. You've already built all these itineraries. Why not standardize them and then offer them as a package, as a bundle, as a digital bundle? And you could sell that on your site. You could sell that in a Shopify site. You can sell that on your site. They download it, they pay you, and you don't ever have to touch it again. Does that make sense? Like you can, and I'm not talking about it has to have prices. It's just what to do in said destination, right? What activities to do? What are the best hotels to stay at, right? And you package that up into an itinerary. You have a standard itinerary, you have an upgraded itinerary, right? Or however you want to do it. You can do bundles of itineraries, whatever that may look like, and you sell that for digital profit, right? Build it one time and you sell it continually after, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. All right, so those are my 6 ideas for you to create revenue streams in your business to sell to your existing clients all day long. Like you don't have to go and find new clients. You don't have to figure out who will I sell this to, adopt it as a part of your process, and you will make sales. All you have to do is build it once, and that's it. All right, did you guys enjoy that? What do you guys think about that? Do you feel like any one of those? Which one is your favorite item? Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite stream that you think that you want to take away from tonight's training. Let me know. And then while you guys are doing that, I'm going to take a sip. Which one did you like the most? Which one do you guys? The Amazon store, yes. I like the Amazon store. I love the Amazon store because that really is an easy one to do. You just build it. I don't even remember where you build it. I haven't done it in so long, but you just build it. You just drop your recommendations in, and you guys are all pros. Like you've got a list of things that you tell your students. And add a line item. Absolutely. Graphics package. That's good. The graphics package. I really like the graphics package because I think, again, it's like an example of information overload. People have got a lot of pictures in their phone, but they're not doing anything with it. Like I was looking at the walls the other day, and all of the pictures that we have are like pre-megapixel phone. and I haven't done a print out of pictures. So there are no pictures in our house of any of our family since from like 2013. I mean, that's almost 10 years. Like we don't have any printed pictures. It's crazy. Amazon store and bundling packages. Awesome. Right. So you guys good. You guys got some stuff out of this. And so what we're going to be doing, and so again, if you missed our training last night, the training that I went over was really how do you book for profits? Like how do you make and maximize your profits? I'll be posting the replay on that. We're actually kicking off that program July 5th. So if you'd like to learn more about that program, just put profits. I'm not even going to make it complicated. Just put profits. And then we'll schedule a call. I'll tell you kind of what that program is. Let me tell you who this program is for. If you are already booking and you want to figure out how you can make more money booking, this program is for you. But if you don't have any bookings, you don't have a foundation, not the right program for you. If you are looking to maximize the way that you book your packages today, this program is for you. Let me tell you a little bit about how we're going to be doing the program. We're kicking it off July 5th, which is the day after 4th of July. And it's going to be a live program that I'm going to be hosting. So it's going to be a 4-week intensive. We'll be meeting every week. And we're going to be talking about how to be a doer. It is my booking essentials framework. I went over that in the training yesterday. You do not need to be a part of a host agency. This actually is a great, if you're independent, it doesn't matter if you're independent or you're with a host agency. I'm going to be going over preferred vendors that you should be using. I'm going to teach you how to maximize and shop for the best prices so that you can get the most amount of commission for the deals that you book, how you educate your clients, how you close deals. We're going over the gamut. We're going to be doing that live for 4 weeks, and we're going to start July 5th. Super excited about this program. All you have to do is type profits, and then I will, Jalen or I will reach out to you. We'll schedule a really quick call. I'll talk to you about the program. Make sure it's the right fit, because again, it's not for everybody. If you are just starting out in your business, you've never done a booking, you don't have any clients, you don't have any of that, it's not the right program. We've got another program that may be a better fit for you in that situation. But if you are trying to you're trying to squeeze every dollar out of every booking that you've got, this is the program for you. So we are going to be focused on the most critical part of your business processes inside of your business, which is your booking and your quoting process, and how to ensure that you are set up for profit and that you are getting as much profit as you possibly can. We start July 5th. Type profits, and then I'll reach out to you and talk to you about what is needed to get started with that. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, also a bonus that's coming out of this is really how to get these things done. So we're not just going to talk about it. Inside of that, we're going to be having a special masterclass on these 5 ways. I'll probably be talking about these and maybe a little bit more in that masterclass. But one of the bonuses is this masterclass on actually the tools that you need to do, how to actually use the tools so that you can set up these revenue streams inside of your business. So I'm super excited about that bonus that we're doing there as well. Listen, ladies, this is the time. Travel is in the air. There is no doubt about that. We are traveling. People are traveling. People are excited about traveling, even though the airline situation is a bit spotty and it's a bit painful for people. People are wanting to travel. So if your business has just been waiting for this demand to be fulfilled, you've got it. The time now is to maximize what you're doing. So you don't have to be with a host agency. You just need to have your business already established, and you already, like, if you booked before, this is the training for you. But if you've never booked, you don't know how to book, you don't know any of that, probably not the best training, because we're not going to be going over basics in here. We're going to be really going on taking like some example bookings that you've got, figure out how we ensure that you're making the most dollar out of every booking that you do, that you're going to the right vendors, all of the vendors that are available to you, not just the ones that most people are talking about, so that you can get the most kind of perks, most kind of commission, and the best, cash flow situation in terms of the way those businesses work. All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it was great talking to you. I'll see you next Wednesday, and we'll be talking all things operating, launching, and having a successful and profitable travel business. This is Sunday Gardner, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good night.